Who does not have a green card, a green voting card? Who's not? All right. And you are a member for 60 days. You've been a member. Okay. Come over to these benches over here. Meet me over there. I'll be right over there in a second.
If you don't have a green card,
I just want to point something out.
I want to quit.
Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for coming out. My name is Mike, and I just want to say thanks a lot. The people who are eligible for our vote are those that signed the pledge, which Micah has extras in case you didn't get any. But those are the people at the very bottom of that. Those are the candidates who are eligible for our vote for endorsement. So I'll let, in just a moment, we'll be once we get everyone a voter card, we'll be explaining how this will work.
Where are the voter cards?
they'll be on the bench over there.
Please meet me over there if you haven't gotten one already.
One of these green cards yet. And please vote for me because I'm running for my life.
Everybody was given an opportunity, right?
Everybody has a card.
5 people here.
If elected, I will not serve.
We have to choose around.
You gotta let one go, huh?
It's super hard.
No, we have a 7. So 4 out of 5.
So if you're in Santa Cruz for Bernie, we're going to hand you a different ballot. We're going to turn these in, and we're going to hand you a ballot that has the 5 candidates' names who signed on to the pledge with that platform that you saw. So if we hold our horses for a second, we'll hand out a few more of these green cards so people get checked, and then we'll hand out these other ballots that have the candidates on them and a space where we'll be marking 4 of them, because we really only want to endorse up to 4. That's what we decided to only endorse 4 candidates at our last general meeting, so that we don't split the vote with a 5th. So we're going to narrow it down to 4 at the most. You could vote for less, but you can't vote for more than 4.
And if you don't have a pen to mark, I've got pens.
So so we'll start shortly.
One more time.
We're going to hand over, assuming you have a green card, we're going to turn these in a minute, switch them out with the actual ballots that we have,
I see, okay.
and then you'll be choosing 4 candidates.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Are we going to discuss the candidates?
there'll be an option where we can motion to discuss.
Yeah, because there's 5.
There's 5 candidates, and
Really good
4 spots.
Yes.
I have a question real quick.
John,
I'm sorry, there's 20 people who signed on for the platform. They purposely not signed on the others.
We receive responses from every single candidate who received the platform, whether or not they just signed on. The only 5 of them decided to sign on to it.
And they got the platform like 10 days ago. They
Yeah. I sent it out to
I
sent an email to all of them.
Maybe that was the case for them and maybe they needed more time. Was that it?
No, we gave everyone the same time to look it over and sign on to it.
and some of those candidates, in all fairness, I was talking to Matt yesterday,
Yeah.
there was a single issue in which he could not get me votes. So
There was
just,
a couple for him actually. I
there
have
is
his responses, but
like the Measure D.
yeah, with
Yes.
and actually inclusionary housing, 25% affordable housing was another one for him.
Okay.
So that excluded him because if you weren't supporting 25%, raising it from 15 to 25, then you weren't going to sign on to our platform, and that kind of narrowed it down. Which
Okay.
candidates.
Or the UCSC grant.
Right? I mean, right now we'll do a count. So.
Well, he was talking about the
Ideally.
water's illegal to.
If it's, I don't know, there's more people than we expected.
We're going to trade our cards, our green cards for ballots. We're going to trade our green cards for ballots.
We're going to swap that, yeah?
When do we get the ballots?
But
Yeah.
green card now.
So we'll automatically vote for the ones that are not on the platform? Oh, yeah. Sounds like fun.
If we let people vote that have the cards and other people can go after them.
Okay, you got a couple more questions.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Okay, this is a great turnout. Thank you all for coming. We're going to try and go through this process. We are going to have ballots here, which we can hand out. And we have a 2/3 vote threshold to endorse a candidate according to bylaws we just passed. And to simplify things, what I'd like to propose is that we take a vote, hand vote now, that when we do the balloting, the secret balloting, that the top 4 vote getters are the ones that we endorse. Does that seem like a good way to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
But I thought we can only vote for the 4 who...
there's 5 people who signed the pledge.
So his motion is that we'll go with the top 4.
Yes.
And the top 4 vote getters will be the one who get the endorsement, and that will be it. That's his motion.
And it was seconded.
2/3 needs to vote. You need 2/3 vote on that motion that he just made for that motion to pass.
I second the motion.
I support the motion.
Any more discussion?
Wait, Jeffrey, is there going to be discussion? Is that
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Discussion on the candidates.
Okay, just to clarify the process. So we're going to vote on this, then we'll have discussion about the candidates, and then we'll pass it to the balance. Okay? So all those in favor of the motion to endorse the top 4 vote getters, please hold up your green card. Okay, so that's in favor. How many opposed? One opposed. How many abstentions? Okay, 1 abstention. Okay, so the ayes have it. So we have our 2/3 vote for the endorsement, so that will be the result of the voting ballots. So now I would suggest that we have some discussion. I'd suggest we have some discussion on the candidates. And somebody wants to, you've all heard the candidates, but if you have new information that wasn't discussed here, something personal, then please come on up here and stand up and address the group.
I suggest that we have a limit on the amount of time that we spend.
Right.
And nobody can speak more than a minute.
There you go.
How about if people already made up their mind, you could get a ballot?
That's a good point.
Yep. I'm ready.
Who's got the ballots?
Over there on the side.
So we can swap them out. But that's just one proposal, so do we want to just do that right now?
How many people would like to have a little discussion and hear other points of view on these candidates?
I'll listen.
So anyone who wants to come on up here and speak to the group. Yes.
Can't hear you!
No.
Take the soapbox.
Sure, 10 minutes. Limit of 10 minutes of discussion.
We'll have 10 minutes of discussion on candidates.
Total.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. Who's the timekeeper?
I'm the timekeeper. I'm starting a timer right now. Or when we start discussing a candidate.
Right. Well, I'll lead off because I got something to say. I'm a member of a labor union. I'm a delegate to my union to the Central Labor Council. Central Labor Council had a forum last week. It made a recommendation. It's not final yet.
Louder.
But the sense of the labor movement, looking at the people, on all these candidates' records and involvement in working people's issues and supporting unions, was for 4 of our candidates, including Sandy Brown, Chris Crone, Drew Glover, and Steve Schnarr. So I just wanted to let you know that was the sense of the labor community. Who else would like to speak?
Can you repeat that?
Oh, man.
He said that the Labor Council supported Sandy, Steve Schnarr, Drew Glover, and Chris
You want
Cruz.
to speak? Yeah. Come on up. Those are the ones that are endorsed.
Come up if you're
Stand
planning
up
to
on
speak
board.
up to the front. So Brett, if you want to speak.
Yeah, your voice will carry better on that bench.
I think it's really difficult because all the candidates are really good.
Louder.
Everybody hear me?
Better.
Okay, okay. But I know you spoke about, I forget who endorsed him, but I thought Steve Pleisch was fantastic. And one of the things I look for is each time calls for a different kind of energy. And I think that the four that I see that have the passion and decisiveness so that they don't get like we're afraid of, they get in there and they'll be swayed by the movement of the staff or the Times or whatever. I think those, as much as I hate to say it, those four men for me are my top candidates, and I think they're all passionate, they've got good ideas, and I want to see things moved around.
Which four?
The
four men.
The one that are Pleisch,
Not
Schnar.
It's out of 5, Robert. Everybody understands it.
Thank you. What is it? Crone and Glover.
Thank you so much. Okay.
I'll be very brief. I just want to invite history because I don't know the history of a lot of these candidates.
Bob and then
In the interest of democracy,
Louder.
yes, I'll give a opposing point of view. I would like to advocate for Sandy Brown.
Okay.
I think I want to remind people that necessarily public speaking and campaigning are not the same as governing.
Yes.
And Sandy has a history in the past of standing up for labor, LGBT rights, organic farming. She's got a long history of that.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to advocate very strongly for Sandy.
Cool.
Similarly, I'm worried that someone I've worked with a long time isn't super eloquent, but he'd be an amazing council member. That's Steve Schnarr. He campaigned with me for campaign finance reform, for a bunch of bike trails, the rail trail, the train, against the highway. He helped hold, when the needle exchange was attacked, he helped create a forum to defend it. He's on the board of the Nonviolence Center. I'll admit, this is a good problem. I mean, these 5 are awesome. I mean, they all went through and chose all these issues. And whatever 4 win, I hope that we get the 5th one to leave and we throw a party for them and we appreciate them and we invite them to be part of our movement forever. So this is we have a great problem on our hands.
That's a great idea.
Two on this side.
But so what? If we endorse
So
5.
we're encouraging people to split their votes. So
It has to be 4.
Okay. So I'm a little worried about this whole we only vote for people who are only exactly voting for this platform and we only vote for these 4 people. I'm having a problem with that. Robert Singleton, because he is for Measure D, because he says it's a huge package that would support all the transportation needs, not just the highway widening. He didn't get a chance to talk about that. We need people that connect with millennials. Some of us progressives are old and white-haired, and we're not connecting. People who need to connect with businesses, young people, innovators. So, and we need strong women too. So I really think Martine was super hot.
I want to make a motion.
well, a clarification on the ballot. I think it only has 5 names on it. If you want to write in a name that's not on there, feel free.
That's democracy.
And the ballots have first, second round. Don't worry about it. Just vote one time. So who else you want to speak? Come on up.
Hello everyone. I am the campaign manager for Drew Glover. So he's one of my candidates that I really believe in. He is a man of passion, a man that is warm-hearted and truly cares about his community. And that doesn't just come from the way he talks, but it comes from his history. He has a wonderful history of doing great changes in the community. He is an activist, and that we need more activists on the city council. That's right. So I'm going to propose Drew Glover. I'm going to propose Sandy Brown. I'm going to propose Christopher Crone. And this really pains me because we have 5 great candidates running here today. But Steve Pleisch has ran many times, and 2 times he's ran, he hasn't won. And I am looking for a winning candidate. 3 times, sorry. And I'm looking for a winning candidate. So Steven Schnarr, I think, deserves also a seat on the city council, and I think we should support him as well. So.
Hey, can you invite him to my house tomorrow?
Oh yeah, and meet and greet at Micah's house tomorrow, 732 Riverside Avenue, 5 to 7.
Drew Glover.
Okay.
Drew Glover.
Leslie next.
I think these are all excellent candidates,
Oh, gosh.
You have to look for people who are brave enough, Micah, to push back to the status quo, and especially one of the longtime city council members that is really good at manipulating people. I know them all, and I know how it works.
Right.
You gotta have guts. You gotta be able to stand up. Any of these people with strength are gonna be working for all of us. If they're weak and they can be manipulated, it ain't gonna work.
Sorry, you may be
Well,
Really hard.
that guy knows what's going on. I was in his first campaign meeting. I think Sandy will learn at a time to speak in public better, but I think she's smart. I think she's got some great background. Steve's been around, he's smart
Which
too.
Steve?
Right. They're gonna fight him like crazy. They have been for years. Chris, same thing. I think this new guy, Steve, is smart. I think he's assertive. I think he's a great candidate.
Steve starts that he's been around forever.
Well, to me, I'm with the Democratic Party for Santa Cruz County.
Drew's brand new.
Do not boo me for that because I'm way to the left.
Yeah, you are. You're a real Democrat, Leslie.
Okay.
I feel that. I think don't, you know me. I don't want anybody booing me. I am a Democrat. I cannot stand what goes on in the city of Santa Cruz. I live in Felton. Again, I know all the people. I know what's going on in the back door. Strength of conviction.
Thank you, Leslie.
Nice. Everybody, this is an awesome turnout. I just want to address, I want to reinforce what Micah said. This is an awesome issue that we have, deciding between 5 really great candidates. As an organizer for Santa Cruz for Bernie, Drew Glover and Steve Schnarr have been involved with Bernie when no other candidates have. So they for sure are on my side. Chris Crone, I know personally, and you know, to back up what everybody's been saying, once our candidates get elected, they're gonna face a lot of pushback from the city staff, and they have to be really strong in their convictions, and that's why I fully support these candidates. And also Sandy Brown, she might not be the best presenter, but like was mentioned before, that isn't indicative of her ability to govern. And I think she's really smart, and she has a long history of fighting for workers and what's right. So in my personal opinion, Sandy Brown, Drew Glover, Chris Crone, and Steve Schnarr.
Right on.
Jeffrey?
There's a time. I have a time.
I just
One real quick, I'm not going to give my opinion on the candidates,
2 minutes.
except for those that signed the pledge. And personally, I'm in opposition to writing people in, because it takes guts to stand against developers. It takes guts to stand against the beach street. It takes guts to stand up for those who have no voice, the homeless, the people who are, being easily kicked out of homes, the poor, the minorities in our community, in a community of so many white people. So I do think that signing this pledge, it takes guts. So please consider those people before anybody else.
Bring issues back to Santa Cruz.
Somebody else.
Is there anyone else with our?
I have a question. Because there's only 4 open seats, is that why we restricted us to?
Yes.
Okay.
To not split the vote.
Okay, it's just really hard because they're all really good.
I know.
Okay.
All right. I want to apologize first. I'm not a member. I was busy working in local organizations. I'm not a presidential politics person, but I love you guys. I think you all are the cavalry, and you're super important to this race. I work with Drew's campaign most directly, but I've also lent support to 3 other candidates, and I know for a fact that they are poised and ready to work together, which is exactly what they need. And that's the thing I want to, offer to you guys as far as that insider look. And those candidates are Drew Glover, Steve Schnarr, Chris Crone, and Sandy Brown. We are prepared to work together and win this thing. The conservative side, conservative for Santa Cruz, has a slate already in place, and so we need to take that into consideration, I think. So, just respectfully, my thoughts on it.
According to my watch, I think we're
We're done.
the last
Motion to vote.
buyers who want to explain the
Second.
Yeah, okay, so what you're gonna do is there's gonna be 4 people. I'm gonna raise my hand. Danny's gonna raise his hand. Mike Neely's gonna raise his hand.
Zena.
And Zena, number 4. What we're gonna do is you're gonna give us your green card and we're gonna give you the white ballot. Now the thing that something's changed since we printed these, and that is these 4 rounds, ignore 2, 3, and 4, because we've already voted that we're just going to pick the majority of the top 4, whoever they are. So just vote on that one round. And if you do want to write in somebody that did not sign the pledge, if you feel strongly about that, that is totally fine. Right at the bottom, on that other little line at the bottom.
Do what with the ballots?
And then you're gonna send them to the gimpy, broken leg, broken ankle. Sorry.
Gimp.
Yes. Mike with his crutches. Crutches is the guy that takes your white ballot. And also, if you need pens, Mary. Mary's right there. She has pens. Please return them so we can keep collecting lots of pens.
Is it a secret ballot?
Yes.
Does it ask for your name and all that?
No.
No, you already, because we turned the green card.
You got the green
Well, yeah, what we need is the green card, and what we give you is the white card, and then what you give back is the white card to Mike on the ground.
In other words,
No name.
No name.
She's giving me a green card. I'm giving her a white card.
Make an announcement, Santa Cruz for Bernie's vote count here.
We're endorsing.
Top vote getter was Drew Glover. 55 votes. Second was Steve Schnarr, 49. Third was... Second place. Oh, I'm sorry. Second was Chris Crone at 50.
Oh, Chris Crone.
Third was Steve Schnarr at 49. Fourth was Sandy Brown, 47 votes.
Wow.
Steve Plaich was fifth at 11 votes.
Whoa.
So,
Better than nothing.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks to everyone, including Steve Blythe, for really caring about democracy. Thank you, Mary.
what does democracy look like?
Thank you, Bernie campaign. Our revolution.
You got the police.
Just for your information, that was the same endorsements as the PDC.
Oh, wow.